Are you following my social media? Make sure to head over to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the good stuff, and search Antony Westwell, no H. And make sure you're following so you keep up to date with all my gigs and fun stuff that I get up to. Anyway, welcome back to episode 33 of Life of a Musician. Now, let's talk about the past week. 6 events / gigs that took place over 4 days. Starting on the Tuesday with Cellar 5 in Tilsley. I love doing this gig. 1, it's a nice venue. 2, they're always very kind and inviting, so there's never any pre-gig nerves. And also it's great to have a reliable midweek gig. Sometimes it's not that busy on a Tuesday, but it's good to be able to try some new songs out. The people who work at the venue are music lovers, so it's good that they enjoy all sorts of music, so you don't feel pressure to play whatever, the usual songs might be. Even though it weren't busy on Tuesday, I thought I'll just show you a clip from Tilsley Fest, or whatever it's called, Tilsley Festival. They do this once a year. Last year I played at Roots and Chalice. This year I played at Cellar 5. So this clip shows you what it can be like. Pretty mental. Now, if we skip over to Thursday, past Antony has a few words for you.
Well, I've not done this for a while, and I am in the Buzz Lightyear get-up to match all the Buzz Lightyear toys over there. Now, it's just before the Songwriters Club. This is the 4th event that's happened, and I have an idea for YouTube videos. I'm not going to tell you too much about it. I'm just mentioning it now because I'm going to ask John later on if it's a plausible idea. And then once I have the answer, I will let you know. But I'm also going to be recording some other stuff through the night, hopefully, for this video that you're watching now. Hence the little introduction of where I'm up to in the evening. I'm going to use John's guitar. He does provide a guitar for this event, and a lot of people bring their own guitars, which is good. But if you was curious, you can use John's guitar if you're right-handed. But anyway, I'm going to head over to the snug now. I'll see you there.
Have you seen him? As the darkness comes, I will feel it in my heart. And all your dreams came true. How nice that all be for you. The sadness is had its day.
Now, I didn't actually end up capturing too much. My bad. But I do have a clip of me performing the last Songwriters Club, so I'll play that at the end of this video, similar to what I did last video. As you should be aware, this Songwriters Club is once a month, and I have the video from the recurring months. So like the last video I played the month before, this video I'm playing last month, and then next video I'll be playing this month. So I expect to see a performance once a month, but the video you're watching will be from the previous month, if that makes sense. As for the idea I mentioned in that short clip, all I'm going to say is it is possible. I double checked with John, it would be possible to do. But as we're not 100% sure of the concept yet, I'm going to do a test video. And then when we review that, then I'll let you know if we're going to follow through with it. But I do have plans, good plans. But yeah, at the moment, no details have been given away. So sorry, not sorry. But once again, another great night at the Snug. There's some new faces again this month. Definitely becoming the place to be for an original showcase, in my opinion. Well done, John. Now moving on from Thursday straight into Friday evening. As I mentioned in the last video, go watch that after this. I was back at Post House. I've missed playing this venue, gotta say, and I'm very glad that I have a few more dates booked in with them. I'm excited for the Sunday one, to be fair, because I have no idea what it's going to be like on a Sunday. Now, I just want to quickly say, as this is Life of a Musician, hopefully there are other musicians who watch. I know there's a couple who do. Now, Post House, other than the fact it's just a great vibe, always busy, generally a good crowd, they actually have their own sound system. So the reason I'm addressing my musician friends is, this is a venue that you don't have to carry all your equipment into. As you can see in this blurry picture, on the wall there is 2 XLRs. So all you need is your instruments, your cables, and then your mixer. Plug straight from the mixer into the XLRs on the wall, and you've got surround sound in the entire building. Boom, job's a good one. So yeah, I thought I'd just quickly mention that. I have mentioned it ages ago in an old video, but I thought I'd bring it up now because some people have asked, like, is this venue good, or would I recommend playing there? And this is a venue that I would absolutely recommend trying to get into for all the reasons I've mentioned. Now, specifically on this night, I actually got asked to do 2 private functions. Hopefully they'll follow through on them. You can get asked to do private functions or play at some places when people have had a drink, and generally they might forget, or the drunkenness has worn off, so they're like, ah, maybe. But But fingers crossed they do get back to me. One of them did explain it quite a bit in detail, and it is like next year this time, so we'll have to wait and see about that. But even if they don't get back to me, at least people are showing interest enough that they've had a good time and they want to see me again. There's always a silver lining. But when I do get the details, if they do ask for me, I will let you know. So we've had Tuesday with 1 gig, Thursday with 1 event, Friday with 1 gig, and now I said there was 6 events, and we only have Saturday left. So yes, 3 gigs take place on Saturday. First off, I had my second to last door gig of this 2-month residency. The last couple of weeks it's been fairly quiet. And now if you're unsure how this normally works, there's 2 parts indoor, downstairs and upstairs. And the place where I play is always upstairs, in the corner, right near the window, which is horrible in the sunshine minds I had. But the past 2 weeks, it's been fairly quiet, so I've actually been playing downstairs, and I actually kind of prefer it. Here's a picture of my setup. As you can see, it's not amazingly massive, but it makes me feel a lot more comfortable than playing upstairs, because you're a bit more out of the way from the people sat down. So less likely to get bumped into. And it's cooler down there, because obviously, as I mentioned, no sun gleaming in. Alexa, what does gleaming mean?
To send forth the gleam or gleams. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for gleam.
Other than this slight change, not really anything to say. Pretty standard gig. Play some usual songs, played a few random songs, and when time was done, pack up and head home. Now, fast forwarding from the end of that gig, 4 PM, all the way until 8 PM, me and John set off to Blind Tiger in Rawtenstall. Now, Blind Tiger has become probably one of mine and John's favourite venues to play. Sometimes it starts quiet, but then builds up. I remember one time we went and it was already like pretty busy, and we was like, is it gonna get busier? And it did. On this specific night though, it was, like I say, bit quiet at the start, then got busier. I'd actually say it wasn't as busy as it usually gets, but it was still an interactive crowd, which is usually the case in this venue. It is a music venue, and they do have a stage, their own sound system again. I'm going to talk a little bit about that very soon. But they seem to be always been music fans and love music, everybody who's there, including the staff again. So yeah, me and John really like playing this venue. Here's a little clip from the previous time we played there 2 weeks ago. Just gives you an idea of what it can be like. Now, as I said, like Post House, Blind Tiger has its own music system. But what we've been doing recently, which is a good change we feel, is we bring our equipment, apart from the main speakers basically. So we use our monitor, our mixer, and obviously all our mics and that. And we have on stage the mixer, which plugs into the input for the mixer. So this is going to get a bit confusing. Their mixer is behind the bar, and then on stage there is inputs that we can plug into. Used to put our microphone, guitar, cajon mic, etc. through this, but now all we do is we have Kyle level off channel 1, we plug into channel 1 from the output of our mixer, so then all the sound from our mixer, which is the usual sound we like, goes straight into their desk. And therefore, on stage, we can mess around with the monitor or anything we feel needs changing without having to keep asking Kyle and be like, can you change this? Can we have more mic in the monitor? Can you take a bit of bass off? Blah, 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 blah. We can just do that. So it's easier for the venue, and it's also a bit more ideal for us to do on-the-fly changes. Now, after we finish Rawtenstall, we have to pack up, get in the car, and drive to Bury. Bury? You tell me how it's pronounced, 'cause I keep getting said, oh no, it's Bury. No, it's Bury. We went to this place. And so this time is actually a little bit different. Usually we park right at the front of the venue and then carry our stuff down the stairs past all the people into the performance area. But the last time we played there, we got told we can actually drive around, park at the back of the building, and they'll open that fire exit. It's still stairs, obviously, but the stairs go directly to the performance area. So where we stand and play, doors here, stairs straight to the back door, so you can unload without anybody getting in your way, because generally it's not the setting up that's the issue, it's when you get to the end of the night and then the place is packed. This is at 2:30 in the morning, and you're trying to carry a big speaker through the people, guitar case, whacking everybody in the head and whatever. So with this way, we literally finish, tidy it all up and carry it up the stairs, nobody in the way. Because can I just add as well, sorry, but if you're one of them drunk people who doesn't acknowledge someone's carrying a massive thing, and you say, excuse me, and they just like, and don't move, stop going out. Get some help. But boy, did that make it easier to pack up. I actually was looking forward to the end, not in the sense of to rush the gig, but usually I'm like, oh no, now we have to carry all this gear through. This time I was like, oh, mint, we can try this way. And it was so much easier. Now for this venue, we actually use the exact same setup as Rotten Stall. The only slight change is we don't plug into another mixer, as the cable for the surround sound is already on the wall. So one less step, but all the same equipment that we bring. And then it's just a matter of asking them to turn the jukebox off, and then we start. This was another decent gig though. You have to try and keep yourself motivated when it gets to this time in the morning, when you've already done gigs through the day, and then it's now 2:30 and you're packing up, ready to go home, but then you have to drive. But I can say, we never don't put effort in. Like, even though we're starting at 12:30, we do try and put on a good show for the crowd, because it wouldn't be fair to not do just because we've had gigs earlier. So we do always put on a good show, in my opinion. And it's kind of clarified because all the crowd is singing along. And then the staff come over, said they enjoyed it. So even though we feel knackered and defeated, everybody seems to enjoy it. So that's good. But there we have it. There's the 6 gigs / event. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I have been told I have to keep making these videos more frequently, so I will try to do so. If this is the case and I do manage to do it weekly somehow, as I said, this clip that I'm going to put at the end of the video, so there's 4 weeks worth of videos. The clip of me from the Songwriters Club will probably show up in just one of them, as it's only once a month. Now I have got quite a unique gig coming up next week, or this weekend, so I will actually try and record some like B-roll footage and just some footage of the venue and stuff and the event, but don't hold me to that because as you see I always forget. But as always, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, check out all the venues' social medias, check out my social media, check out John's social media, check out the King's Encore social media, check out the Songwriters Club social media. And I will leave you with this Songwriters clip. So thank you for watching, enjoy, and goodbye.
Round of applause, Mr. Antony Westwell!
Thank you. Just the one song from me. Lately it feels I'm falling. Nothing but darkness haunting my dreams and fortunes told. Some days I lose when fighting. Oh, I guess we'll just have to wait until the end. She never saw me crying. But inside she knew I was dying. Sometimes she tried to tell me, you just gotta keep on fighting. Oh, I guess we just have to wait until the end. So stay in pride even when we let the world down. I won't be that man as long as you hold my hand. We'll fly like Peter Pan. Fly like Peter Pan. We were so young then. Nothing but good intention. Oh, never did any harm. But now our days are fading. Oh, I guess we'll just have to wait until the end. Stay in pride even when we let the world down. I won't be that man as long as you hold my hand. We'll fly like Peter Pan. Fly like Peter Pan. When it's long
as long as you hold my hand. Oh, as long as you hold my hand. And as long as you hold my hand. Oh, as long as you hold my hand. Stand proud even when we let the world down. I won't be that man. As long as you hold my hand, we'll fly like Peter Pan. Fly like Peter Pan. We'll never let the world down. Never let the world down. As long as you hold my hand. Hey, thank you.